So again, Ian MacLean of IMFIT.ca, and we're talking about the Retul bike fit. So why should someone, of course, get a Retul as opposed to say, let's call it a regular fit?
The in-depth biomechanical analysis that the Retul provides. With the 3D motion capture system, it's not only looking at your points in space and determining proper hip angle, knee angle, elbow angle for a triathlon bike. It's not just your position, but it's your biomechanics. So it's tracking your points in space in 3 dimensions. We're looking at knee tracking laterally. We're looking at knee to foot offsets, trying to correct that for power dispersion. And it also is able to track left to right, looking at your pelvic position in relation to the front end, so we can see if there's any pelvic displacements or rotations. No other system is capable of looking at all of that at once in one snapshot. And especially on a tri-bike, when you're trying to get as low and aerodynamic in the front end as you possibly can, you end up closing off your hip angle. Close off your hip angle too much, and that has a huge effect on the biomechanics of your pedal stroke. Your knee tracking, laterally especially, and your hip rock. So the Retul allows me to see what happens to your pedal stroke when we make those changes. And when we hit that point where your pedal stroke starts to degrade, that's where we cut it, and that's your optimal position. No static fit allows for that, and as far as I know, no camera-based dartfish type fit allows for that either. The downside to a camera setup is that it will look at your side view, and then they have to separately look at your front view. And the problem is, you make a change vertically, it automatically causes a change horizontally in your pedal stroke. Retul looks at all of that at the same time.
Now, I know you talked about tri-bikes. We can also, if you all have a road bike set up as well, you should also, good recommendation to come
It is,
get
definitely. It's so important on a tri-bike because you only have one position to work with. But road bikes, mountain bikes, I've done them all, and it does matter, especially if you're after performance or you're going to be on the bike for a long time. Like if you're looking at doing a Century or a Grand Fondo, that repetitive strain can really come into play. So again, we want to optimize your hip angle and your leg extension without degrading your biomechanics.
Now we'll also talk about if someone decides to come and do a fit, they should pretty much bring in everything they think they're going to actually use on a race day or pretty much every day.
Yeah,
activities.
because sole thickness of shoes matters to fit. Chamois thickness can have an effect, so if you're a triathlete, bring your tri-shorts probably is the best idea. Pedals that you're going to be using, saddle that you're planning on using. If you're not sure and you have a couple of saddles, bring both. We'll play with that. And front end, so handlebars, aero bar extensions, all of that stuff that you actually think you're going to want, bring that stuff, and then we can play with it all.
And how do we contact you?
You can email me at imfitcoach@gmail.com or give me a call at 416-520-7653.
All right, thank you very much.
No problem.